Welcome back down to Linear Fisheries. Now I've got 48 hours at my disposal surface fishing, so we're going to travel around St John's and Oxley's due to B1, B2 and Hardwick and Smiths being shut for maintenance. So 2 days ahead of us with the surface gear. Let's see what we can catch. Well, we've just come around the corner in sort of this Summer Bay part on St John's, and I've put a couple of mixers out. There's a few fish about, so we've got a good chance of catching a few fish today, and hopefully we'll build their confidence up and then we'll get the rod out and bend into some of these lovely St John's carp. Right, let's watch the water and hopefully they start taking soon. Well, finally, I've just got the rod out. After 20 minutes of giving them some mixers, they're finally confident, they're taking. So now hopefully it's only a matter of time before we have a lovely St John's carp. Right, let's get cracking. Well, I've hooked into one, but it's got me in a wee bed at the moment, so this is the only problem fishing down here on the surface, is the wee beds are pretty savage. So I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes, see if it'll come out, and if it does, we'll try getting this one landed. Well, after leaving the rod on the rest for half hour, this fish has finally broke free. So if we get this one landed, that's fish number one of the session, and taking a little bit longer than expected, but nevertheless absolutely buzzing. Surface fishing on St John's. Well, check that out. First fish of the session. Like I said, I was patient, it got caught in a wee bed. It's a bit lively now, but after sort of about half hour of leaving it, we've managed to get it out. Yeah, what a start to the session. Taking a little bit longer, it's been a bit frustrating. I've already lost one. I wasn't losing this, so like I said, I was patient and we've got it out. Right, let's get this one back. Well, I've just landed that fish, and what you haven't seen on the video is just how busy we've been. We've had to obviously set up base camp ready for tonight and tomorrow, and yeah, trying to keep the bait going out while we're setting up, and obviously getting that fish weeded up, just that steady little bit of pressure, and putting it back down and giving that bit of pressure again, and it's come through, and we've managed to land our first fish after losing one. So yeah, hopefully that will lead on to a few more fish later on today and tomorrow. But again, what you haven't seen is I've got a spot at 11.5 wraps, and I've just put some bait out in preparation for this evening, because I've put 3 rods on the deck throughout the night, and then wake up first thing in the morning and we'll get them mixers straight back out and hopefully have a few more off the top. But that's what we've done so far. We've landed a fish, we've got a baited spot sorted, the base camp set up, so all we have to do now is bring you more fish. So let's see what we can do. Well, we're now fast approaching the evening. It's just gone 7 o'clock, and the fish on the surface have proper slowed down, so I'm going to take this time to get some food myself, and yeah, I think 3 rods on the spot tonight should get me a fish or 2, and then we'll hit the ground running again first thing in the morning, where we get the mixers out and hopefully land a few more of these carp. But for now, I'm going to get some food, and I'll see you hopefully with a fish next time. If not, I'm going to let this roll through the night, and yeah, you won't see me until I either have a fish or the morning comes. I'm going to have some food and sign off from here. Well, we're through all the surface stuff in the car and I've come down to Tar Farm. I'm on Lake 7 and we've got a couple of fish going, just a couple of spoms, sort of 15-20 minutes, and they've started to take, so let's see if we can nick a couple of fish from here before we head back to St John's, ready for the night, before we have to leave tomorrow. Well, it was fishing really hard over at St John's and we've come across to Tar 7, I think this is. 20 minutes of getting them confident. Oh God. This one's kiting. And we've lost it. Well, take two. As you would have just seen, I painfully lost one, a hook pull. Let's see if we can get this one landed. All right, I'm not going to talk. Let's get this one in. But check that one out. Hours worth of surface fishing. I've already lost one and then had this. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a bit of a productive day. But we're going to get this one treated and get it sent back and hopefully catch a few bigger ones. Well, what a start that is. I'm on Tar Farm 7. I don't actually know the stock of the lake or the size of the fish. And we've got them taken on the top again already. So we're going to spend a good couple of hours here, see if we can get a few more. And then we're going to head back to St John's. We're potentially moving into Peg 39 tonight, just for the last night. So yeah, let's have some more fun and see if we can catch any more. Well, this is fish number 2. It's a great little bit of fun over here. We're not going to stay too much longer. It's 12 o'clock, so we're going to head back to St John's, see if we can get set up in a peg. But I think if we can't, we're then going to come back and just venture around the other lake to see if we can get them off top. See how many we can get, but nah, let's get this one in. We'll check that cool little character out. That's fish number 2 off the surface. But we're going to pack up now, we're going to head back to St John's, see what we can do, hopefully get in that swim, and yeah, go from there. But a great little bit of sport for a couple of hours. Right, let's slip this one back and head off. Well, we are now in Peg 39 and we're going to settle here for the evening until tomorrow morning when we've got to go just about lunchtime. But we had a couple in Tar Farm. It's been uneventful today on the surface on St John's, but to be honest, the heat has been really, really hot today and I've not really put much effort in. We've been in the bivvy, I've got my daughter with me, so we've taken cover, we've stayed in the shade and we've done what we can do. So let's see what we can get now. I'm gonna find some spots, I'm gonna whack 2 zigs out and stick 1 in this margin. I might surface fish later on tonight, I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna sort the rods out now, get fish in and go from there. But check this out, this is fish number 4. I'm just keeping the noise down, there's people next to me, so yeah. It's just got dark, that little 7.5 wrap spot just in the margin, a tin of sweet corn and a 12mm yellow pop-up. Yeah, doing the trick, happy. Right, we're gonna slip this one back. Hopefully we'll have a few more after a tough day's moving around surface fishing. This is a nice little reward. Right, happy days. we'll check that out for a St John's banger. Not going to weigh it, we're going to get it straight back, but yeah, 7.5 wraps just down in a little bay, tin of corn, yellow pop up, doing the trick. Such a deadly tactic on here. They love the sweet corn as well. Mega. Let's hope for a few more. Well, good morning, and what a start to the morning it is. We've just put a fish back, I've got the rod back out, a tin of corn over the top of it, and it's gone 20 minutes later again with a lovely dark black mirror, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, look at that. Minus the swans, that is. What a beautiful morning. And all that hard effort walking around surface fishing yesterday is paid up. That's fish number 6 now. Got a couple of hours left, but that's made the session. Right, let's take a look at this fish. Well, look at that. What a beautiful morning on St John's this is. Stunning black, goldy, orangey mirror. Lost for words. It might not be the biggest fish, but yeah, I'm over the moon with that. 6 fish on a hard session, a hot session, so over the moon. Right, we're going to treat this one, slip this back. We've still got time for one more, not to be greedy, but it's been a good session now. This has made up for it all. Pucker, let's get this one back. Well, that is me packed up from St John's. I've got the surface stuff with me, and we're going to have a quick look around Tar Farm to see if we can nick an extra bonus fish or 2 before we have to go. We've got about 3 hours left, but we've had a fantastic session so far. 3 off the bottom, 3 off the top. Let's see if we can end this session with a few more fish. Well, all we're going to do is just get a couple of spoms out. It didn't take long last time to get their confidence up before we was into a few fish. So all we can do now is sit back and wait. Hopefully they start feeding, and we'll have a few before we got to leave. Well, we've moved swims and we're now on Tar Farm 5, I think it is. They just weren't having it on 7, and we've got them feeding really close in. So hopefully it won't be long before we get a bite. Well, that took a little bit longer than expected. I've just had them feeding out just in front of me, and it's taken the best part of half hour. And yeah, let's try getting this one in. We've got an hour or so left of the session, and hopefully a few more to come. Check this out, Tar Farm Lake 5 carp. That's fish number 7. Took a little bit longer than expected, but absolutely buzzing with this. Right, we're going to slip this one back. We've still got a chance for 1 or 2 more, but regardless of what happens, we've had a really good session this time. Right, happy days. After that stunning fish that we just caught, we persevered with the mixers, but the wind's gotten up too high and it's made all the fish drift off. Now we could go around and chase them, but we've got to be off by 12 and we've only got half an hour left. So I think we're going to call it there. We've had 7 fish, chopping, changing, moving swims. So goes to show on a really hot session, sometimes being mobile still benefits, and it will help you catch more fish. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the bank next time.